There's been so much time that I've been just trying to figure out who I am. I have no idea. Because right now, this is like a 1,000-piece puzzle, and I think I have like maybe only 300 pieces together. I want you to know how old I am. I want you to know about my past because I want to know too. It's very fuzzy. Like, there's a lot of things that I remember, but like, I can't picture it. So I want the puzzle to be complete. But the things that Kristina and Majkl have said that I've done is a lie. It was all copied off the movie Orphan. Ukrainian girl, Russian girl, check. Orphan, check. All this crazy stuff. Standing at the end of the bed with a knife, check. That's why I want to do this. That's why I want to tell people what really happened, because I didn't get that chance. Majkl and Kristina are painting me as this homicidal maniac. She was eating her period, and she hid it for this long. And having pubic hair at 7 years old, like, don't trust her. Don't believe anything she says. She's tried to murder my family, and this, that, and the third. But then you gonna come into that apartment that y'all dropped me off in and pretty much try to murder me. I just want people to know the truth.
I'm Bishop Antoine Mans, and I am Natalije's dad. We started taking in children. We wanted to adopt because there's a lot of children who need a family, who don't have a family.
I'm Cynthia Mans. I love being a mom. I have literally 11 children. And I'm Natalije Grejs' mom.
I've been with the Mans family for over 10 years. You can see my life the way it is.
A lot of love, great.
Thank you. I finally have parents that love me more than Kristina and Majkl ever did. My dad and my mom, they let me be a kid. My dad protects me. He does what a dad is supposed to do. My mom gives me hugs every day and tells me how much she loves me. And never once had they had to worry about me hurting their kids. I have siblings that love me. You can see that they love me and that I love them. Hey! Hey! Oh, Jesus, hey! Hey! Oh, hi. Oh, my gosh.
She has been a light to our family. She has brought so much joy. But when Natalije came into our family, she was broken.
The hardest work in the beginning was to get Natalije to recognize that we're not gonna leave you. We're here no matter what happens. When it comes to the Barnetts, they need to be brought to justice.
It took barely 2.5 hours for the jury to completely acquit Majkl Barnett, returning a verdict of not guilty for all 4 counts against him in this case.
It might be over.
While the state may have lost this round, some say this was just a practice run. The real target is Kristina.
Within weeks, a new prosecution team evaluated the evidence against Kristina, and basically the same evidence, plus Majkl. He was subpoenaed to testify against Kristina, and they concluded that they just don't have a provable case against her. And so for Natalije, the quest to get the truth out there about what really happened to her and what her real age was doomed from the beginning.
My name is Terrence Kennard. I'm a criminal defense attorney here in Indianapolis, Indiana. I've been representing Majkl Barnett for the better part of 5 years, and it has been an interesting journey. It's my opinion that the prosecutor thought, hey, if we get a conviction from Majkl, it'll absolutely give us the ammunition and help us get a conviction against Kristina. They also believed that his animosity toward Kristina was so deep and ingrained, his hatred was so powerful that they could get him to turn and use him as a state's witness to convict her. But it didn't work. Charges were dropped, and she's a free woman.
Christine got a complete pass. Christine never had to answer for her actions. And if true, Christine got away with some pretty horrific things.
I'm Bob Goldsmith. I'm the sheriff of Tippecanoe County. In our detective division, I was the first detective involved. People talk about a case that's kind of like a defining moment, the one they'll never forget. This is one of those cases. It was in September 2014 when I received a phone call from Excel Center. They said he had a young lady that had came in, was enrolled in school, and things just weren't adding up. She said this young lady has an Indiana ID that says she's like 22 years old, 25 years old, or something like that. He said, but the conversation she has, I think she's like maybe 11. I've been around people with special needs throughout my career, but nobody like Natalije. And when she walked in, her backpack was bigger than she was, and she was very, very short, and she climbed right up in the chair and started talking. I asked her, do you think you're 25 years old? And she said no.
I remember we got in the car, we both have kids, and we just like, there's no way she's that old.
Some people, they have commented that it's an act. What's your take on Natalije acting?
In all the interactions that me and you've had with Natalije at the Excel Center here, even watching her in the lobby, she always acted like a little child. She played like a little child. She talked like a little child. If she's acting, she never broke it that we could see.
I know at one point I asked Natalije if she had been abused, and she kind of closed up on me. She quit talking. She got silent. You could tell she was uncomfortable. I don't know if that's physical abuse, sexual, I have no idea, but I wasn't gonna pry. I learned through the training and having interviewed several kids and working these cases over the years, it's not gonna do any good to pry. When a child's ready to tell their story, they'll tell it, so I just left it alone. Knowing what I know, I don't think justice has been served, but what I do believe is that Natalije's in a place where she's happy now, and she feels safe, and she feels loved, and that's what she said she wanted.
How old did you think Natalije was? No clue. Did you think she was a child?
No.
Why did you think that?
Because Natalije had been telling everybody, therapists, doctors, us, that she was a grown-up.
It's true that I told everybody that I'm 22 years old. But Christine literally trained me to lie. That's what makes it worse, the fact that it had to come from me. And they could use that against me, like, oh, but you said it. You said that you was 22 years old, and then they changed my age. That whole thing was just a big chain reaction from one lie. But people don't know what happened in that house. They tortured me. I was abused. Christine is the real monster. Majkl is an accomplice to the monster because he went along with everything that Christine said. Who does that? Changing my age, that's the worst thing that the Barnetts ever did to me. It hurts every single day. But I was so terrified of Christine. When she told me to tell people that I was 22 years old, that's what I did. One time, Christine told me, she's like, I'm gonna show you what it's gonna feel like. If you do something wrong, I'm gonna pepper spray you. Christine told me to keep my eyes open, and then she just pepper sprayed me. And I couldn't do anything about it. She literally made me sit there for like 10 minutes. until I could finally go and wash it out. And even then, it still hurt. And she didn't care. She didn't care. It just really hurt. Because she was supposed to be my mom. But she didn't act like a mom to me.